Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody is well. 3 minutes to countdown. Who's here then? No comments in the chat, so I can't tell. Show yourselves.
There you go.
Hey, Hildy, Two Wire, Sister Sam, Andy.
Hello.
Hi. It's looking a bit sort of Tintiny. Quite what what's going on. Yeah. Hi, Gaming. How you doing? William.
Hello.
David D. Evening all. You come to have a nose, Gaming, see what's going on. Get your piece of paper out and your pen. Well, hurry up about it, will you? You know the time of this.
What are you having, Nikki?
Yeah, what are you having? Good. We'll drink to that.
Yeah. That's what we had.
We did. Oh, two. So I've just been playing with Sam, my son. He's got his disc, so I've been ranking him up. He's stopped to have his dinner. That was quite good fun. Papa jumped on and helped.
Nice to hear his voice.
It was.
Oh, okay.
Kate and Jawad. Evening.
Hello.
Nice. Well, thanks for stopping in. Trisha and Andy. William. Mr. Cochrane, sir.
Hello.
Hi. Right. Well, we've ticked on to 7 o'clock. That can only mean one thing. Papers and pens at the ready. Round one is on Sweden. Question 1. What was ABBA's first hit? What was ABBA's first hit?
Hi, Jane and family.
Smithy. Question 2. If you were eating a canalbul, Canelbulle, canalbul, what would you be eating? If you were eating a canalbul, what would you be eating? Can't say I've ever had one of those.
I don't think we'd like it.
No. Yes. But I reckon you might like it because a lot of the same ingredients are heavy in the US as in this.
Yeah.
There's a big clue there. Anyway, question 3. In 2006, Daniel Ek and Martin Lorentzon in Stockholm founded which well-known music streaming service as a response to piracy in the music industry? So in 2006, Daniel Ek and Martin Lorentzen in Stockholm founded which well-known music streaming service, which was as a response to piracy in the music industry? Question 4. What is Sweden's capital city? What is Sweden's capital city? Question 5. What is the currency in Sweden? What is the Swedish currency? Okay, we're moving on to a history round. History. Question 1. Which 2 German cities suffered the most casualties due to aerial bombardment in World War II? You can have a point for each of those. Which 2 German cities suffered the most casualties due to aerial bombardment in World War II? Point for each. Question 2. From a list of historical empires at their greatest extent, the British Empire was by far the largest, covering an area of 33.7 million square kilometres back in 1923. Name one other historical empire to feature in the top 5. From a list of historical empires at their greatest extent, the British Empire was by far the largest, covering an area of 33.7 million square kilometres. This was back in 1923. Name one other historical empire to feature in the top 5 in terms of size. Just one. Question 3. Rosa Maltoni, a school teacher, married blacksmith and revolutionary socialist activist Alessandro, who was their famous son. Rosa Maltoni, a school teacher, married blacksmith and revolutionary socialist activist Alessandro, who was their famous son. Question 4. Between the years 1992 and 2010, in which country were most journalists killed? Between the years 1992 and 2010, in which country were most journalists killed? And question 5. The majority of immigrants to the USA between 1820 and 1900 came from which two countries? The majority of immigrants to the USA between 1820 and 1900 came from which two countries? 1 point for each. Okay, we're moving on to round number 3, and this is on entertainment. Question 1: In which Bond film does Odd Job appear? In which Bond film does Odd Job appear? Question 2: Which movie is about the rivalry between composers Mozart and Salieri? Which movie is about the rivalry between composers Mozart and Salieri? No, not thanks for stopping, and I know you're working. Next time you're at home on a Sunday, jump in. I'm working on the next Ghost Recon quiz as well, so take care.
Yeah, bye.
Question 3. What do the initials MGM stand for? What do the initials MGM stand for? Question 4. What was the name of the Cartwright family ranch in the TV series Bonanza? What was the name of the Cartwright family ranch in the TV series Bonanza?
Remember that.
Question 5. Who starred in the film Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid? Who starred in the film Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid? Plaid?
Played.
Yes. You know, too, my famous pajamas. Plaid. Anyway, who was the male star of that? A reminder that next week will be a Christmas themed week. Although we can't see you, we encourage you to put on your Christmas jumpers and we will be doing our best. We'll be doing our best to entertain you with our own Christmassy look. And the quiz will have some Christmas questions and rounds and themes. I'm sure we can do Christmas music, Christmas films, quick rounds about Christmas. Get you all in the spirit. Right, we're moving on to a round on the human body. Hildy. Human body. Don't know if my sister Sarah's here. Haven't seen her. Anyway, it's for you guys. Question 1. The walls of which organ is made up of epicardium, endocardium, and the myocardium layers? The walls of which organ is made up of the epicardium, endocardium, and the myocardium layers? Wincey pajamas.
We've got matching ones.
If my hair would be like standing up like that, wouldn't it? I'd set myself on fire with the friction. Question 2. In which part of the body is the navicular bone? In which part of the body is the navicular bone? I'm sure, Bill. Can imagine you trying to ping a few suspender belts. Wow, so she's on fire. Help. Question 3. Bile, which aids the digestion of fatty acids, is produced by which organ? Bile, which aids the digestion of fatty acids, is produced by which organ? Question 4. Which is the only muscle in the human body that works without any support from the skeleton? Which is the only muscle in the human body that works without any support from the skeleton? And question 5, the palatine glands are more commonly known as what? The palatine glands are more commonly known as what? Right, that is the end of the human body round. And we're moving on to the audio round for this week, which again is a mix, one song from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s and 2010s. So 6 songs in total. You've just got to tell me, as always, who is the artist? Who is the artist? Right, we start with, let me just make sure I've got enough volume. Hello, you are here. So from the beginning, so you did get your medical one. Yay, hooray. Good. Okay, so we're doing the audio. Here comes number 1. This is from the 1960s. Who is the artist? Just get rid of the ads.
I hear the sound of distant drums far away, and if they come for me to come, then I must go, and you must stay. So marry, marry me, let's not wait.
There we go, nice and slow from the 60s. Now we move on to something nice and slow from the 70s, maybe. Here we go. Let me just get the adverts out of the way. Just ignore this.
Touch me in the morning, then just walk away. We don't have tomorrow, but we had yesterday. Wasn't it me who said that nothing good's gonna last forever? And wasn't it me who said let's just be glad for the time together? It must have been hard to tell me that you care.
There you go. That was number 2. Who was the artist there? Moving on to number 3. Not quite sure how well this one crossed the pond. We'll see.
Classic.
This old house once knew children. This old house once knew white. This old house was home
It's a family party.
so we focused on life. This old house once rang laughter. This old house heard many shouts. Now she trembles in the dark and that's when the light in the walls is louder. Ain't gonna leave this house no longer. Ain't gonna leave this house no longer. Ain't got time to fix the city. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time. Oh,
Yeah.
just no to let no when you paint. Ain't gonna need it.
And that is a song about my house here. Anyway, who was that artist singing about my house? And that was from the 80s. And now we're going to move on. Really? Fair enough. Okay, moving on to number 4 from the 90s. Which artiste is this? Let me get the advert out of the way first. Here it comes.
Questions that I need to know. How you could ever hurt me so. I need to know what I've done wrong and how long it's been going on. Was it that I never paid enough attention? Or did I not give enough affection? Not only will your answers keep me sane, but I'll know never to make the same mistake again. You can tell me to my face, or even on the phone. You can write it in a letter. Either way, I have to know. Did I never treat you right? Did I always start the fight? Either way, I'm going out of my mind. All the answers to my questions I have to find. My head's spinning. Boy, I'm in a daze. I feel isolated.
That was number 4 from the 1990s, which of course only means one thing. Now we're on to the 2000s. Who is the artist here?
$1 zillion. The question is, who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
But the party was nice, the party was pumping,
Yippee-yi-yo,
and everybody having a ball
yippee-yi-yo,
until the fellas started in calling,
yippee-yi-yo.
and the girls respond to the call. And everyone would shout out,
Who let the dogs out?
There we go. We've gone up tempo. So, who are the artists for that one? Good to hear too. And finally, from the 2010s, who is the artist here? I think it'll be a few adverts on this one. All these ones are popular, so hang on. Here it comes.
and I know she'll be the death of me. At least we'll both be numb, and she'll always get the best of me. The worst is yet to come, but at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know, this I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it.
There we go. That is the audio over for this week, and another copyright strike for me. Almost certainly. We don't care. Right. We're on the final round of this half. It's called the letter S. The letter S. S for sugar. S. Question 1. Which S is a non-metal that is a major constituent of glass? Which S is a non-metal that it is a major constituent of glass? Question 2. Which S is an invertebrate marine life form belonging to the phylum Porifera? which S is an invertebrate marine life form belonging to the phylum Porifera. Question 3. Which SS was an original member of the Beatles who died young of a brain tumour? Which SS was an original member of the Beatles who died young of a brain tumour? Question 4. Which four-letter word refers to one of a class of medieval labourers bound to or transferred with land? Which four-letter word refers to a class of medieval labourers bound to or transferred with land? Question 5. Who was the third wife of Henry VIII? Who was the first wife of Henry VIII? Did I say third? What did I say first? Who was the third wife of Henry VIII? Third.
Third.
Is he your little serf? Oh, who'd be me? Let's moving on. That's the end of the first half. We're going back. We're going to.
Good trick,
Nikki.
I like it.
I've just ripped up your Christmas cards, Nikki. It's ripped up. Damn you! Anyway, here we are. Here's the answers to the.
I'm glad I did. I would do that. So.
I'm watching you. All right, I'm watching you. Here's the answers to the first half. Sweden.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Can I have a top up, please? I need to. ABBA's first hit, Waterloo. If you're eating a cannelbull, you'll be eating a cinnamon bun. A cinnamon bun is a cannelbull. Daniel Ek and Martin Lorentzen founded Spotify. Sweden's capital city, Stockholm. The currency in Sweden, the Swedish krona. Swedish krona. History. The two German cities that suffered most casualties due to the aerial bombardment, Dresden and Hamburg. You have a point for each of those, Dresden and Hamburg. From a list of historical empires to the greatest extent, the British Empire was the biggest. You just need to name one of the top 5. So, if you got the Mongol Empire, you got your point. Russian Empire, you have a point. Spanish Empire, yes. King Empire China, Qing Empire China. That's your ones. That's your 4 that make up the top 5. For those who put Roman, actually it was only 15th on the list in terms of overall size. Rosa Maltoni and married a blacksmith, and their son was Benito Mussolini. Between 1992 and 2010, there were most journalists killed in Iraq, or Iraq. The majority of immigrants to the USA between 1820 and 1900 came from Ireland and Germany. Point for each of those. Entertainment. Odd Job appears in Goldfinger. The movie, the rivalry between Mozart and Salieri was called Amadeus. MGM, Metro Goldwyn Mayer. The Cartwright family ranch in Bonanza, the Ponderosa. And Steve Martin starred in the film Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Human body, the walls of the heart have epicardium, endocardium, and myocardium layers. The navicular bone is in the foot. Bile is produced by the liver. The only muscle in the human body without any support from the skeleton, that's the tongue. And the palatine glands are more commonly known as tonsils. Right, the audio. From the 60s, you heard Jim Reeves. 70s, you heard Diana Ross. 80s, Shakin' Stevens. Bill, I can't see anything about anyone else apart from the original, Rosemary Clooney, and some old dude in 1954. Nobody at the comparable time. So Shakin' Stevens is the answer. Then you heard the All Saints from the 90s. From 2000s, the Baha Men, They Let the Dogs Out. And finally, you heard The Weeknd, number 6 from the 2010s. Right, the letter S. The non-metal that's a major constituent of glass, silicon. The invertebrate marine life form belonging to the phylum Porifera is a sponge. SS, the original member of the Beatles that died, Stuart Sutcliffe. The 4-letter word, surf. And the third wife of Henry VIII was Jane Seymour. So that's the first half done. And you know what? You can get 33 points. I've given you one of them. So imagine if anyone popped out to go to the toilet then. It'd be hilarious. So come on, don't be shy. 18.
Yay,
Very good.
Really good.
Very good.
Ooh,
Oh.
very good. Wow. Excellent.
Nice scoring. Well done, Hildy.
Yeah.
Hildy with her medical round. See, if you two played together, you'd be like a force, wouldn't you? You don't have to do it like an exam, you know. You can sit together. Very nice.
Very good.
Decent scores. So moving.
Wow.
Really? Excellent. Never mind, Sam. Okay, so I was chatting to my good friend Mr. Bill Cochran, and I said, you know what, Bill, I'm going to do a round for you. So here's a round specially for Bill. Round number 7 is called Chelsea. That's got his attention. It's all of a sudden his ears are pricked up. Question 1. Which former president's daughter is called Chelsea? Yeah. Yeah. 7 questions. There we are here. 7. Question 2. According to the website GeoTarget, there are many places around the world called Chelsea. For example, there's one in Germany, 2 in Jamaica. But how many places called Chelsea are there in the US? You can have 2 either way. So how many places are there in the US called Chelsea? According to the website GeoTarget. I was very proud of that one.
Oh. Yeah.
Question 3. Using all of the letters from the word Chelsea, what other 7-letter word can you make? Using all of the letters in the word Chelsea, what other 7-letter word can you make? Question 4. Chelsea bun is Cockney rhyming slang for what? Chelsea bun is Cockney rhyming slang for what? Question 5. The group The Fratellis had a hit song entitled Chelsea what? The group The Fratellis had a hit song entitled Chelsea what? What's the missing word? Chelsea what? There were only going to be 6 questions, but me and Mrs. Glenn watched a film last night in which there was another question I could use. And that is this, question 6. In which Brad Pitt film, where he stars opposite Cate Blanchett, does his character spend time on a tugboat named Chelsea up until World War II, where it sadly sinks?
Yeah.
In which Brad Pitt film, where he stars opposite Cate Blanchett, does his character spend time on a tugboat named Chelsea up until the time it sinks, I think, which is during World War II?
It's good, wasn't it? The film.
And final question. Within Chelsea Football Club, what record does David Cowderhead hold? Within Chelsea Football Club, what record does David Cowderhead hold? I had to have one football question, didn't I, Bill? Right, we're moving on to an animals round. Animals. Question 1. Humans are the only primates to not have what on the palms of their hands? Humans are the only primates to not have what on the palms of their hands? Question 2. What is the collective noun given to a group of owls? What is the collective noun given to a group of owls? Woohoo! Question 3. On Christmas Day 2007, what animal escaped from San Francisco Zoo, killing a visitor? On Christmas Day 2007, what animal escaped from San Francisco Zoo, killing a visitor? Your zoos are open on Christmas Day.
No, it's on Christmas Day.
Hmm.
Oh.
Must have been a
Well-
private viewing, maybe.
This is his last one, isn't it? So,
Was. Or hers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a female won't be that stupid to get near the
Yeah, no, of course
animal.
not. No. That's probably a trans then. Question 4. What animal provides 50% of all the protein for food in Peru? What animal provides 50% of all the protein for food in Peru?
Good use of what?
Yeah, your little face you pull. This makes me chuckle. Question 5. A gnu is another name for which animal? A gnu is another name for which animal? Right, it's back again this week. You haven't escaped. This next round is a wipeout. It is a wipeout most popular fruits in the world based on size of production. And it is the data from 2018. Wipeout top 8 most popular fruits in the world based on size of production. So stick your 1 to 8 on your piece of paper and start having a go. I shall play a little bit of light background music while we wait.
Oh, so it's got the
I don't want the live one.
Oh.
The background
People
music.
say multitasking is a myth, that you can't do two things at once. Well, I say rubbish.
Where it began, I can't begin to know, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? And
Everyone's got to do that.
touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I feel inclined
Keep going to the lists.
to believe that never was, but now I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, burden runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching
Sorry, Dave, no points for that. That was your music to accompany you to your top 8 most popular fruits in the world. If you have something that's not on my list, wipe out. Right, we're moving on. Tricky round, this one. This round is called the USA. USA. Question 1. Who wrote the plays A Streetcar Named Desire and The Glass Menagerie? Who wrote the plays A Streetcar Named Desire and The Glass Menagerie? Styled it out. Hang
Not
on.
very professional.
Sam.
Mhm.
Sorry about that. Apologies. Okay, question 2. What are the 2 assemblies which make up Congress? What are the 2 assemblies that make up Congress? Question 3. What was the exact date of the Declaration of Independence? What was the exact date of the Declaration of Independence? Question 4. Which is the smallest US state? Which is the smallest US state? Question 5. What is the most easterly of the US states? What is the most easterly of the US states? Okay, keep this ticking along. Try and keep the 8 o'clock finish sharp. This round is on sport. Question 1. Armand Duplantis finished the season unbeaten, setting a new world record that had stood for 26 years. In which athletics event? Armand Duplantis finished the season unbeaten, setting a new world record that had stood for 26 years. In which athletics event?
Sorry.
Question 2. Who won the recently staged US Masters Golf? Thanks, Hildy. She scared me so much I couldn't say it. Question 2. Who won the recently staged US Masters Golf? Question 3. Which creative dance style has made it into the Olympics in 2024? Which creative dance style has made it into the Olympics in 2024?
Oh, wow.
Question 4. At the time of setting this quiz, 2 American football teams had lost just 1 game this season. Name either. At the time of setting this quiz, 2 American football teams had lost just 1 game in this season. Name either of them. And question 5, which team are currently bottom of the Football Premier League in England? Which team are currently bottom of the Football Premier League in England? Right, the final round is called alternate A's. Alternate A's. So the answer to every question has alternate A's. Question 1. Which country has more coastline than any other? Which country has more coastline than any other? Question 2. Which company are the world's largest manufacturer of musical instruments? Which company are the world's largest manufacturer of musical instruments? Question 3. Shy Boy, Cruel Summer and Love in the First Degree are titles of 1980s UK Top 10 singles for which group? Shy Boy, Cruel Summer, Love in the First Degree are titles of 1980s UK Top 10 singles for which group? Question 4. What is the current name of the city which was founded in 1514 by the Spanish soldier and administrator Diego Velázquez? What is the name of the city which was founded in 1514 by the Spanish soldier and administrator Diego Velázquez? It's a capital city, is your clue. Capital city. And question 5, the last question for this quiz. In Greek cuisine, which popular starter dish comprises a pink pate made mainly from cod roe? In Greek cuisine, which popular starter dish comprises a pink pate made mainly from cod roe? Really, Yum? I reckon you're in the minority. You're in the minority, definitely.
Oh, I don't like it.
Okay, here's the answers. So the Chelsea, former president's daughter, Chelsea, Bill Clinton. Geotarget, there are 19 places in the US called Chelsea. So you can have two either way. So 17 or 21, anything in between. So there's only one other 7-letter word you can make from using Chelsea, and you end up with leeches. Leeches. A Chelsea bun, Cockney rhyming slang for sun. The Fratellis had a hit song entitled Chelsea Dagger. Chelsea Dagger. The Brad Pitt film, where she starred opposite Kate Blanchett, the character spends her time on a tugboat called Chelsea. Benjamin Button. Benjamin Button is the film. And David Cowderhead holds the record of the longest serving manager at Chelsea from 1907 to 1933. Right, animals. Humans are the only primates to not have pigment on the palms of their hands, no pigment. A collective noun for a group of owls is a parliament of owls. Christmas Day, a tiger escaped from San Francisco Zoo, killing a visitor. The 50% of protein for food in Peru, that is a guinea pig. And a canoe is also known as a wildebeest. Right, the wipeouts. You don't have to get these in the right order. All right, my son, exactly. Don't have to get these in the right order, but here are the top 8 most popular fruits in the world based on size of production. In at number 1, tomatoes. Number 2, bananas. Number 3, watermelons. 4, apples. 5, grapes. 6, oranges. If it's not on the list now, you're sweating, aren't you? 7, I've grouped together mangoes and guavas. And number 8, a bit like bananas, not quite though, plantains. If you've got one that's not on my list, put a big cross over it, no points. Nil point. Right, moving on to USA. Tennessee Williams wrote Streetcar Named Desire and the Glass Menagerie. The 2 assemblies that make up Congress, the Senate and the House of Representatives. The exact date of the Declaration of Independence, July the 4th, 1776. Smallest state in the US, Rhode Island. Most easterly of the US states, Maine. Sport, Armand Duplantis set a new world record in the pole vault. Dustin Johnson recently won the restaged US Masters Golf. The creative dance style making it into the Olympics in 2024 is breaking. Now, breaking is a competitive form of breakdancing. So that'll be interesting to see. Breakdancing. 2 American football teams have lost just 1 game this season. Kansas City Chiefs or Pittsburgh Steelers. So either of those. And the team that's currently bottom of the Football Premier League, that's Sheffield United. Right, alternate A's. A country with more coastline than any other, Canada. Largest manufacturer of musical instruments, Yamaha. Shy Boy, Cruel Summer, Love in the First Degree, Bananarama. The Spanish soldier that founded the city in 1514, Havana. And the Greek starter, Pink, Nasty, Tara Masalata. There endeth the quiz. Oh, I haven't even totted up what you can get. 35. 68. 68 is the top score you can get. 30. Bravo,
Very
William. That's
good.
very good. Any advance on 37? Quite an advance, yes.
Ooh. Very good.
Really good. And we're more or less finishing on time as well. 5 for the US, I should hope so too.
That's good.
Excellent.
Ooh,
Wow. Look at you,
that.
Trish. Look at you
Yeah.
go. Wiped out with lemons.
Oh.
Yeah, you lemon. Never mind. Get greedy again, didn't you? Now you've got a face like it's sucking on a lemon. Never mind. Never mind. Right, guys. So next week is the last quiz before a 1 week break for Christmas. Yay. So Christmassy quiz next week. And then the one in the new year, we'll make it the New Year quiz. How about that? So feel free to put your Christmas jumpers on, although we can't see, you'll know, won't you? Thanks ever so much for everyone coming.
Thanks, guys.
We enjoy doing it. We have some good fun with you guys, keeping us sane. So many thanks. Yeah, everyone stay
Have a good
safe.
week.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Catch up with you soon. Bye.